How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Satoshi Nakamoto just added to his Bitcoin stack, or their Bitcoin stack. Not sure who Satoshi is, but they just increased their Bitcoin stack. I want to talk about that here today because some people are talking about it on Twitter. I want to give my thoughts on it. Also cover what else is happening in the market. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you can see future videos just like this one. Also, there's a link down there to MargeX. This is a great time if you are a trader to get into an exchange that gives you a lot of flexibility for the next bull run. This one does just that. You can use all different forms of collateral because you can use USDT to trade Bitcoin. You can use XRP to trade Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin to trade Bitcoin. And by use that to trade Bitcoin, I mean you can use it as collateral. So you can gain the rewards in whatever cryptocurrency you really want. And they offer a lot of other cryptocurrencies that you can trade as well, including Caspa, Pepe, Dogecoin, no KYC, no VPN. Of course, always do your own due diligence. Make sure that you are allowed to sign up for MargeX. Check it out underneath the video. Also, I want to say HGAaccess has been crushing it recently. We've talked about this a lot on the channel recently because I'm joining this with a bunch of other creators, giving access to information that you get nowhere else. We're about to do our first live stream. We've already done a ton of exclusive videos. And one cryptocurrency that we pointed out, really one of the first memes that we talked about, started just a few days ago at 0.018. It's called Fink. Now take a look at it, 0.075. So it's gone up like 5x nearly. And I'm actually going to make a full video on it later. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, we apparently passed a key hurdle on the path to SEC approval. They say in a significant stride towards the potential approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs in the United States, applicants have overcome a pivotal hurdle, marking a crucial milestone. As reported by Bloomberg, the applicants seeking approval for the eagerly anticipated spot Bitcoin ETF have successfully navigated a critical stage in their journey. Sources close to the matter reveal that the applicants have addressed and resolved key concerns raised by the SEC, which shows progress towards the approval. Securities and Exchange Commission staff told several exchanges and issuers seeking to list their ETFs that they should submit a final version of the key document as soon as Friday, according to 4 people familiar with the matter. So it sounds again like we're moving towards this approval. I know some people are probably sick of hearing about it, so let's move on, but geared up to be next week. This is something you have to be careful of. I'm not going to spend too much on it because people don't really care about scams too much, but there was a Michael Saylor scam on YouTube. We get these like all the time, but this one's actually pretty good because it's AI and it's matching the words to his mouth, so it looks legitimate. Never send your crypto anywhere. Never send it and expect to get some back. Don't do that. This guy does not want to miss the Bitcoin bull run. Someone buying about 3,000 Bitcoin very quickly. Now, the interesting thing about this is we have wallets like this all the time. This is over the last 2 days. They bought this. A lot of them don't even show up. Like a lot of people look at the Bitcoin rich list, look at the richest wallets out there. And a lot of them don't show up because they have under 10,000 Bitcoin. So someone that has under 10,000, you have to scroll a couple pages in. So a lot of the time we don't see when someone's buying 3,000 Bitcoin or something, but we do see some of the large wallets. Like just a few days ago, I reported that someone bought 10,000 Bitcoin after not buying for about 6 months. So someone is buying significant amounts. A lot of people are buying, I guess, significant amounts, but this person, the number 3 wallet, the largest individual wallet that we know of, because the other 2 are exchanges, buying a lot of Bitcoin. Now, someone sent $1.2 million of Bitcoin to the Genesis wallet mined by Satoshi Nakamoto. Someone is trying to increase Satoshi's stack. Now, someone sent 1.2 million of Bitcoin seemingly from Binance to the Bitcoin network Genesis wallet. The Genesis wallet has a balance of almost 100 Bitcoin. An unknown Bitcoin user sent 26.9 Bitcoin worth 1.17 million to the network's Genesis wallet, the first ever wallet created on the Bitcoin network, funds that are likely never to be sent back. The transaction took place on January 5. The Bitcoin was sent from this wallet, which is now empty, to the Genesis wallet. The fee for the transaction was $100, far above average. The wallet was originally funded in a complex transaction that involved funds moving from 3 wallets to 12 other wallets. The majority of the funds came from a wallet labeled as belonging to Binance on blockchain analytics platform Arkham Intelligence. Either Satoshi woke up, bought 27 Bitcoin from Binance and deposited it into their wallet, or someone just burned $1 million. Let me show you this transaction. So, by the way, a lot of times like you might be wondering, why would anyone send money to a wallet or send Bitcoin to a wallet? A lot of the time with these bigger wallets, people do send them Bitcoin like randomly. This is just a random wallet that I picked out of the top 20 wallets. And there are all these microtransactions. I don't think the person that is buying 300 or 1200 Bitcoin is sending themselves 19 cents in Bitcoin. It doesn't make sense. And honestly, the fees, you would lose money. So some people send small amounts of Bitcoin to these wallets for some reason. This transaction was interesting because it was from several different wallets and to the Satoshi wallet. So you can see here, 19.45 Bitcoin sent from this wallet. And when you click into the wallet, they actually have a good amount of Bitcoin. Like they have 585 Bitcoin. So whoever this is probably has more Bitcoin. I don't think that they just burned $1 million just to burn $1 million if they only had $1 million. But maybe, if you have $100 million or $10 million, maybe you're more likely to do that. I don't know why you would do that necessarily. I guess there could be a marketing ploy or something like that. But I know a lot of people are paying attention to this because if Satoshi all of a sudden logged back into his wallet and sent the Bitcoin out, they'd be freaked out because a big thing that people look at is that Satoshi has 1 million or 1.1 million Bitcoin, not $1 million worth of Bitcoin, but 1 million Bitcoin or 1.1 million Bitcoin. And it hasn't moved in a very long time. So they think it's locked up. They think that it's not ever going to be moved again. And if that somehow weren't the case, that could cause a lot of selling pressure on Bitcoin. People would be freaked out thinking that maybe he'd dump on the market. Because keep in mind, that's about half of what's even available on exchanges throughout the entire world. So if he had access to his Bitcoin or if he started selling Bitcoin, and I say he, we don't know who Satoshi is. It could be a group, it could be a woman, it could be a guy. If they started to sell their Bitcoin, people would be freaked out and it would dump the price. So some people are watching this, but at this point, it's just kind of a funny anecdote, I guess, or a funny situation. Again, just be careful. Like I am always so careful when I'm using cold storage. I make sure that the room is quiet. I don't have anything going. I turn all the cameras away from me and I just focus because I never want to fat finger a transaction, sending an extra decimal place or pushing back a decimal place or something like that when I'm doing a Bitcoin transaction. So always make sure that you're careful. Make sure that you do not fat finger and send 26 Bitcoin to Satoshi Nakamoto, unless you can afford it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Check out the links underneath the video to HGAaccess in case you want to join that group. Also, you can check out the link to my Patreon. I also called out Fink and bought a small amount a couple days ago, and now it's 5x'd or so. So if you want to check out that link underneath the video, you can do that as well. And there's also a link down there to Margex. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.